Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to Bookmas, and this is my October reading wrap up. Been a while. October was a long time ago, but I never did a wrap up, so I thought I would give you some details now, seeing as I read 20 books in October. I think it's probably one of my best reading months of the year, which is really cool. We had two readathons. I had the Thick Thighs readathon, which is a readathon that I host twice a year, where we just read books celebrating plus size people's bodies. And then I think we had Vampathon at the end of the month, which is a readathon hosted by Jody and a bunch of other people. I do have vlogs for both, so I will pop those videos down in the description box below. And then I think we had a weekend readathon that I also did a vlog for, which I'll pop that down below too, where I read some spooky books. So let's get into it, hey? I don't have my stats or anything. I'm just gonna try and do this quickly while my kids are occupied. First of all, I read Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser. This was really fun. I gave it 4 stars. It's a BIPOC graphic novel. It's got some body positivity as well as some mental health moments in it too, and it was just a really fun read. I then read Song for a Siren by Mary Jane Darling. This was part of the Fated Dates series. A bunch of plus size authors came together and wrote different books in this one series, all something to do with like an app. It was all monster romances. I've only read this one, but I do have arcs for a couple others, I think. This is probably my least favorite book from this author. This is her first monster romance. I can definitely see potential. I just think it was lacking. I then read The Do's and Do Nots of Love by Jagera, and I gave this one 4 stars. This is a YA sapphic contemporary with a baking competition, and it's sort of lovers to rivals to lovers, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I then read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is a 5-star read, probably my favorite of the week. This is about these two ex-best friends who have to join together because they're both fighting for something, and they do start doing like these wilderness weekends and stuff, and you find out why they sort of like broke up as best friends, and then they start developing into something a bit more romantic. This does have queer rep as well as, I think it's OCD. I think because the author just recently found out that she had OCD, and then she wrote this book. I then read Cups and Campfires by Dylan Drakes. This one was a top contender for favorite of the week. This is a male-male erotica written by a gay male, so that was really fun. I just liked, it was just these two chubby men coming together in the wilderness, and yeah, it was just really, it was sweet but also spicy. I then read The Cat Who Saved Books. I will not be talking about this because it is for a vlog you will see hopefully soon. I then read Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell, and that was a 5-star graphic novel. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, that was just a really fun read. I then read Such Lovely Skin by Tatiana Schlott-Bonn, and this might be my favorite of the month. It's definitely going in my top 10 reads of the year. This is about a streamer who starts getting nightmares, and if you've seen The Ring, it's sort of like that, but in video game form. It was really fun, and she had to try not to die pretty much. There is a trigger warning for child death. It's in flashbacks, but it's still pretty gruesome. I then read The Soul Thief by Madeline Tavou and gave it 4 stars. I thought this was a really good sequel to The Assassin Thief, and it set up the finale very well, and I'm very excited to read The Queen Thief very soon. I then read This Is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin Marceau. I read this in one night in the dark because I was trying to put my daughter to sleep, and yeah, don't do that. It was kind of scary. This is about a daughter who is non-contact with her mum, but her fiance is like, try and give it one last go because the mum's like, let's go on a holiday, like a cabin getaway for a weekend sort of thing. The mum's crazy. I'll just leave it at that. I then read Mousetrap by Karen Laranaga, and this is also another one that I read in the dark in one sitting, and that was pretty scary. This is a haunted house book, and this is child death too, so be warned about that. I then read Bitter Notes in almost one go. That was insane. This author is going to Babe, but this is also for a vlog that you'll see very soon, so I don't want to give you any hints, I'm sorry. I then read Darn It All by Evie Mitchell, and I had so much fun with this book. This is Friends to Lovers. She is a seamstress and he is kind of just like a jack of all trades sort of thing. And they start off like texting each other a lot because she made this cake that he really liked, and so he got a number and was like, I love that cake, I want you to make another one for me sort of thing. And it's like lots of banter and stuff. He is, I think he's demisexual. He signs her up for this like sewing reality TV show competition, right? Not realizing that it was a couples show. So he goes on and they pretend to be dating, but he's actually like in love with her. And yeah, they go, it's them trying to pretend to be a couple in front of the judges, but then also realizing, oh, they might have feelings for each other. It was a lot of fun. I then read Guillotine by Delilah S. Dawson. This was my first Delilah S. Dawson book, and it's definitely not going to be my last. I had so much fun with this. It was a really quick audiobook. It is a horror novella, right? So you've got this girl who she's also a seamstress and just trying to meet with this one like really famous designer, I think, and she kind of but she finds the designer's son and then pretends to start dating him sort of thing just to get to his mum, right? His family's like super rich, like the gross ugly rich people, right? And I think it's like Easter weekend or 4th of July weekend or something like that, where they go to this island, right? You can't have any mobile phones, you can't have any internet service, it's nothing. It's like no contact with the whole world. She gets there, some pretty weird things start happening, and this is really fun because the servants sort of rise up, and there's lots of bloody murder. That's all I'm gonna say. It really did give me Ready or Not vibes, if you ever watched that. I then read Haunt Me Baby by Rose Santoriello. This was unfortunately not my favorite. This is a sapphic monster romance. I'm not quite sure where it fell flat. I think maybe it was the characters that I did not see their chemistry. They were supposed to be in love with each other, but I just didn't feel that. But that's okay. I still have high hopes. I have read something else by this author and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to see. Their first book is what I'll be reading next. And then it was Vampathon, so I read Eternally Bound by Luna Lawson and I gave it 2 stars. This was definitely worst of the month. This sucked. It just felt like it was a book and then someone took 1,000,000 chapters out and then published it because there was so much missing context between chapters and I had no idea what the heck was going on. I don't think I'll be continuing with this series. I then read The Striker by Anna Wang and gave it 5 stars. This is so good. I loved the football romance and the ballet, and I just love the relationship between the two and just how it bloomed into what it was. Oh, it was like more of a friendship first. Yeah, I liked the friendship and then how it bloomed into the relationship. That was really fun. And I'm very excited to read the next book because it's going to be about Vince and he's so funny. I then read Burn for Jack by Aidan Pierce. This is an author who is going to Babe, and I read this with a bunch of my friends all together on Halloween night. It was so fun. And I gave it 4.5 because of probably the vibes as we read it, not because of the content. It was still really fun. I'm still into that stuff, but yeah, really good. I then finished The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I gave it 4.5 stars. This was spectacular. I enjoyed it so much and I cannot wait to get straight into the novella Six Scorched Roses. The lovely Meredith gifted me a copy so I can get straight into it. I really enjoyed the characters and the trial plot line, and the ending, it threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had it figured out, but I did not. And then lastly, in October, I read Hollow by Brandon Boyer White and Shannon Waters. This is another graphic novel, spooky. It's sort of like a reimagining of The Headless Horseman. And yeah, I had a really fun time with that too. I think that was a little bit queer too. So yeah, I read, 20 books. And let's have a look. What is Storygraph telling me? 2 books was over 500 pages. 13 was under 300. 5 was between 300 and 500. Biggest genre was romance. And I had an average rating of 4.26. And I read 5,591 pages according to Storygraph. That was my October wrap up. I felt really short for some reason. I thought I'd be talking a lot more because it was like 20 books. But yeah, let me know down below, what did you read in October? What was your favorite book? Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. I just recently hit 800 subscribers, so I'm super thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. I did not see that happening this year, and I'm very, very excited to see how and where this channel goes next. If you did get to the end of this video, pop a pumpkin emoji in the comments below for Hollow and the Headless Horseman. I will see you tomorrow for another Bookmas video. Bye!